This is the 2024 BMW 430i xDrive Cabriolet. Behind the nostrils and under the hood, it has a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It is a member of the more reliable B-Series engines. It makes 255 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. It's mated to an 8-speed automatic, and of course the car is all-wheel drive. Pedal to the metal, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour comes in 6.2 seconds, or 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.7. So it is not slow whatsoever. With the help of the bigger M brakes, the reverse procedure from 100 kilometers an hour to 0 comes in just 38 meters, which is fantastic. Performance is overall great, even from very low speeds. The engine is very elastic, it pulls, there's no turbo lag, and when you put it in sport mode, well, then it also gives you a few turbo sounds, because with the hood down especially, with the roof down, you can hear all the nice turbo sounds. It sounds good, actually. The exhaust note has a pretty nice note, I have to say. I don't think we get a lot of pumped-in audio, because with the roof down, I wouldn't be hearing pumped-in audio because the exhaust is a lot louder. It sounds great, and it boogies. And you can operate the roof while you move. You don't have to completely stop, which is fantastic. Up to 50 kilometers an hour or 35 miles an hour. You can bring it up or take it down. At the same time, it's quite economical. My average fuel economy so far has been 9.8 liters per 100 kilometers, and that is very biased towards the city. On the highway, it gets a lot better. Behind the back seats, there's a nice slot for the windbreaker, which when installed works extremely well. It really blocks any kind of wind, even at speeds up to 130 kilometers an hour, which is like 75, 80 miles an hour. This car has an optional M package on it, so you get a lot of M goodies. Most importantly, it has the adaptive M suspension, which in comfort mode makes this car one of the most comfortable convertibles ever. And in sport mode, it makes it one of the most athletic convertibles ever. Despite being just a 2-liter, this car will be sporty enough for the majority of the potential buyers. And for those not satisfied with the performance figures, well, you can always bump it up to the M440i option. Prices here in Canada start at $68,250, but this one, as tested, is just under $80,000. In the USA, it's about $20,000 less in US dollars. The exterior design, of course, is a little bit controversial with this face, which I have to admit now has grown on me, and I kind of like it. The rest of the car, especially in this San Remo green, is very sexy. I like everything about the exterior design. Sure enough, the more to the rear you go, the better things get. But I like the wheels, the brakes, everything looks very smart. Even with the soft top closed, it looks really nice. The soft top itself has very nice materials, and it doesn't only provide good weather sealing, but it's also very quiet in terms of noise. It really blocks out any external noise, and the car really feels like a coupe when it's closed. The interior design is getting a lot simpler and simpler, with most of the controls moving to the infotainment screen nowadays, which also include the climate control stuff. And in this occasion, because it's a convertible, you need to resort to the climate control stuff a little bit more frequently than in any other car. And you can't just put the fan down. You have to turn off all climate functions to turn it off or get out of the automatic program. And in this case, it's just too complicated. So if you want to use the heated headrest, like the little scarf, whatever, I think Mercedes calls it that way, you can't, or the heated seats, so you need to just take it out of the automatic program. It's a little bit complicated. I'd like to have a button that says off, and that's it. Other than that, all good. In terms of technology, well, both screens in front of you look amazing. The graphics are great. You can customize almost anything or view any information that you want. It is very well done. You also have a very good heads-up display. Of course, the BMW iDrive infotainment, the native system, remains one of the best ones out there. It does support wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. For some reason, this one doesn't have a wireless charger, but it has enough USB ports for charging. The surround view cameras have multiple views, and they're excellent, to be honest. The materials used inside the car are mostly high grade. On the lower part, you have a little bit cheaper plastics, but overall fit and finish is excellent. You don't hear any rattles or squeaks. And on the go, you can really feel how rigid this car is. It doesn't twist and bend, so it doesn't crack inside and whatever, like some, for example, Mustangs do. Anyway, the driving position is very nice. I like it a lot. The seat is excellent, supports the body perfectly. Visibility is fantastic, and honestly, it's a very sporty but at the same time comfortable experience. The rear seats also have quite enough room to potentially haul another 2 adults, 2 kids for sure. And the trunk is also quite big, especially if you don't allow the reserve area for the roof. It's 385 liters and surely pretty big for a convertible. Last but not least, special mention to this Harman Kardon sound system that sounds pretty damn good. But the juicy stuff, of course, is the way this car drives. I mean, in sport mode, it's more athletic than it needs to be, honestly. And it's quite playful. It really depends on how you balance the car before the entry in the turn. You can either counter understeer or have a little fun with the tail. It does let you. It is rear wheel biased anyway. I mean, honestly, this being the 430, being the more tame version, I don't think is gonna be, ripped in the corners as bad, but it's a BMW, it can do it. So if you choose to do so, it'll be quite fun actually. It doesn't lean that much, it's great. But then if you flip the adaptive dampers into comfort mode, honestly, it becomes one of the most chilled, relaxed, comfortable, and high quality rolling convertibles. Honestly, it is really nice. But because it is a BMW, we are going to go into sport mode. We are going to put the traction to off. We're going to shift manually. And we're going to have some fun. It can do it! It can definitely do it. And the one thing that I really adore about this car is the rigidity. It doesn't bend, it doesn't affect the handling, it doesn't do anything. It feels as good as a regular coupe 4 Series. And now that I don't mind the face that much, it's actually becoming a very attractive vehicle to me. The brakes work wonderfully. As I said before, from 100 kilometers an hour, it came to a complete stop. 38 meters. Oh my God, this is amazing. And the gearbox, bang, bang, bang. Thank you very much, ZF. Doesn't deny shifts. Woohoo! Okay, I better relax because, mind you, with the M Sport package that this car has, it even gets an M Sport rear differential. That's why it's so playful. 4-seater convertibles are definitely a niche market, but for those of you that are in this market, well, this BMW will offer you great curb appeal, an incredibly comfortable ride, good fuel economy, and why not a quite sporty ride. Overall score is 9 out of 10 for this very well balanced cabriolet. And that's pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Most importantly, till next time, be well and watch a lot of our other videos. Take care.
Perfect. Perfect.